Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Tarkov video. This is the video that I told you guys we were going to be doing. This is the Interchange Stash Guide. I will be covering all the stashes in Interchange so that if you guys want to scav in or if you guys want to PMC in, you guys can get lots of money out of stashes. So let's talk about it. What's up guys and welcome back to the Exfil Hideout. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here. My name is Ghost and we are coming in hot with another Tarkov guide. Today we're going to be doing another stash guide. We've already done one for customs. I'll make sure it's linked, and all the other links you guys need for social media and all that stuff will be down in the description. But we are going to be covering all 18 stashes. Now, the cool thing about this map is most of the stashes are located outside, so if you wanted to scav in and complete this as a stash run, you can do it pretty efficiently. I've done it multiple times. I'm also at the very end going to be showing you one of my stash runs that I just did just to show you guys. We covered 11 of the 18 and it was a very surprising amount of loot. So for all of you guys who are stuck in that rut of like not being able to make money and not knowing what to do with your scav runs, this might be your ticket to get more cash or more rubles. So let's get right into the guide. Before we do, I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. PST. I would love to have you guys by the stream. We usually have an amazing time, but now without further ado, let's get into this guide. So before we get into the actual footage of where these are, I wanted to talk a little bit about stashes or caches, whatever you want to call them, and why you might even want to be looking for these, because I know there's a big misconception of what is actually in these. Now, after the newest big update of 12.8, they have even got better. So if you guys like doing these before, you're going to be making more money and keeping more items because there is such good loot in both of these. Now we have two different types. We have the ground cache, which looks like this. It literally is very, very camouflaged. You'll only know once you start collecting them more, you'll start recognizing them. And then the other one is the buried barrel cache, which is, let me just pull this up real quick. They look like this. They look like little barrels tucked into the ground. People call them Jaeger stashes. So that is the two different types. Right now we are on the wiki, which shows all these different locations for different maps, and then it begins to show what's actually inside of them. Now, I just want to scan through this a little bit. First of all, it's like almost every ammo in the game you can find. It tells you how rare they are to find, and it just goes through all this stuff. Now, some of the stuff you're going to see in here, look at this. A Defender, a Fort Defender 2, a Slick, a Trooper, like all of these things that are in here, you're gonna be like, there's no way that's in there. There's no way. The other day, I got an MDR and a Gazelle in the same stash run, a 7.62 MDR in the stashes. So I will also show you some of the stuff I got after I complete this at the end of this video, and you guys are gonna trip on some of the stuff you see. So there's all these different guns you can get, tons of different items, all the way from food to sugar, Keck tape, stims, graphics card, hard drives, G phones, golden G phones, headsets, helmets. I mean, literally, look at this list, guys. I am going through this list fast, and it's still taking me a while to get through. So anyways, all of that to say, there is a ridiculous amount of stuff you can get in these stashes. So when you're thinking about doing this, let's change our perspective and actually embrace the fact that you can get these items and you can make money. Let's get in there and show you where they're at. Okay, so we're in here now, and so how this map works and why I wanted to show you guys the route this way is because what happens is there's a couple sections of the map that kind of break off outside where there's like long pieces without any stashes, and then there's like a line of stashes that create a C, and then there's that big empty middle. So we're starting on one side of that C, which is the Emercom exit. So we have the Emercom extract right here. This is how you go up into the beginning part of Ollie over here, or should I say, I think it's a backside actually. So we're gonna be on this side of Ollie, and so the very first stash we're gonna find, number one, is gonna be right here, where these rocks are, just kind of over here by itself. Be careful, sometimes people do, actually, let me just give this as a disclaimer. Interchange is known because of the small amount of extracts here that there is extract campers, and sometimes this is where they sit. They actually sit right in here and they snipe, get a clear view of where you're extracting, and they try to kill you, and it's lame. Don't ever do that or become one of those people. And they also will try to get their shooter kills in this map, so there will be people out here sniping at times. So let's, I could have said that while I was walking, but but we're basically going to be going over this fence and going to the next couple. If there's any parts where I'm like not really talking to you guys or saying anything useful, or if it's like a long duration that I'm going to be running, then I will just cut to that scene so that we're not wasting a bunch of time. But most of the stashes are actually within like running distance, and then stash, 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 stash. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of pauses. So as we start coming this way, we're going to start working our way around the map, and right away you're going to start seeing these little areas of like crates covered in tarps, campsite. So in this area, we're going to have two stashes. We're going to have right here, one, and then to the left of here. So if you're looking at it this way, actually, it's going to be right here. So it's really hard to see, but see how it says search? So you really have to try to find these ones. Remember I told you guys that they're pretty hidden? So there's that one. Now we're going to start moving up this way. So what is that, 3? Number 4 coming right up. We're going to be running all the way up here. Getting a little bit of distance now. So basically you're going to be looking for different signs to find these ones. They're all pretty much marked with like a certain thing. So we're going to be coming up here, and as we continue, it seems like it's pretty far though, right? So just keep going. Sometimes you'll confuse it for this bunch right here, but you're going to see these trees, very signature. You have a regular tree, you have a very skinny looking tree, so they're different, and then you have a bush. In this area, there's another ground cache. So that's going to be number 4. And then we are going to take off this way again. Keep going. Just keep following it down. Be careful in these open areas because people will see you from this area running out here. And this next one is going to be, there's a group of trees right here. See this little thick bush of trees? These two trees that look just like each other. See them? There's another one right here. This is number 5, I believe. And so we're going to be coming over here. Then we're going to keep running alongside here. We have one more back here for you before we go to the next little area. You're going to keep following it down. We're just going to keep looking at where we're at on the path. So as we start approaching where we're leveling up with this sign, so this is the easiest way to do it for me. I keep crossing until I see the road and I see the sign, and you want to see it in between two trees. That happens to be these two trees. In between these two trees is another ground cache. So that is number 6. We are going to be running over here. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to try to run the route that I normally would run instead of like being all up on the street, because if somebody sees you on the street, you're easy pickings. And if you don't have any painkillers, you're just going to get hit. If you get hit in the legs, you're not going to be able to run, and you're just going to get killed. There's literally no cover. So try to stay where the trees and bushes are. But we're going to be basically making it to this big sign. Crossing right here, so there is a street we have to cross. As soon as we get in here, we are going to be coming to this area, so the front, I guess you could say, area. This one tree standing by itself, there's going to be a cache right in front of it. Right here. I missed it. Number 7 is right there. Now we're going to be pushing into, crossing into this territory. We're going to follow this through. So you're going to see some areas that make it better to run, like I'll show you right now. When we're in here, there's a lot of trees and bushes, but also if you stay on the left side, there's actually a little ditch that runs through the whole area. So you can kind of run lower than you normally would, and there's stuff blocking vision from the main mall at Ollie or Goshen or wherever. So on this left side, we're actually going to keep running until you see this orange truck and the blue van next to each other. When you guys begin to see this, now we're going to start looking on the ground, and right away, you're going to see another stash. So this should be number 8. So you can see where it is relative to that. Now, my opinion is not to keep running through here, and I'll tell you why. If you keep running through this middle section, I'm going to go into here so I can show you guys. You're going to have this fence here that makes it so you can't jump over if you need to, and you're going to get pinched at times. A lot of scavs spawn in this area. So what happens is these areas make it really easy to kind of creep through and kill the scavs if you need to, but you're not getting pinched between players coming from here and scavs coming from here. In the middle, it just gets really dangerous, and you know how scavs are. As soon as they lock onto you, they are locked onto you, so you're not going to be able to move. So we're just going to keep pushing through here anyway, and we're going to be crossing on the left side. So it kind of is better in that sense too, because it's going to be closer to where we need to go. So we're going to keep running through here. And then as soon as we see this blue fence, we're about to cross over. And I am going to show you where 9 is. So as we come over this fence, you're just going to kind of follow this line to the second little area. So we're going to run through here, and I can already see it. As soon as you guys start to do these, like I said, uncover them more, you'll see them be easier. We have this one literally just right here in the middle on this little corner. Then we're going to follow, not the shore because it's not like an ocean, but we're going to follow this little line right here, and we're going to keep running up, and you're going to start to see little landmarks that are going to help you find it. For me, it's these cement blocks right here. As we begin to pass that, I am going to start looking, and we're going to find a cache. I believe it's right here. Yep. So we see this right here, and directly right here, we see another ground cache. Then we're going to be creeping up over here. So what is that? 9, 10. So we're going to be pushing towards 11 right now. I go this way because if you go this other way, I'll show you. It's way out in the open. There's no cover. And guys do sit on this side and run along the fence. And guys come from this way to extract because we're pushing towards the next main extract. So if you come in the middle right here in this line, you have a little bit of cover. Look at all this stuff that you could hide behind, bushes, rocks. So you'll come over here, and then at this second pile, you're going to see another one. I believe this is 12. And then we're going to be going over here. We're going to cross the train tracks, kind of just diagonal, right? We're coming over here and then pushing past bush 1. At bush 2, we're going to see our next stash. Right here. Then we're going to push all the way down here. Just follow the fence along here. Boom. Another one. See how some of these are pretty easy to find once you know where they're at? It's only going to take you a couple times to look at this, and then you're going to be like, oh, I know where that one's at. So this next one, I'm going to show you where we're going, but I'm going to cut ahead because it's a little bit far of a run, and I'm not going to bore you guys with a running simulator. But what we're going to do is we're going to, this is an extract right here, the railway. There is an overpass right here that goes like this. Then there's a street, and then there's another overpass. We're going to go all the way to that one. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we've crossed over from way over there against the wall. This is the first one I showed you. This is the main road, and then this is the next one I was talking about. On this last one, heading into Idea side, underneath, we are going to be seeing another stash. Now, this one's kind of weird. Sometimes you can get it without crouching, and sometimes you have to crouch. So we're just going to crouch. It's right here. That's going to be number 14. Then we're going to stand up, get out of here. And we're going to be pushing like we're going into the building. Now, many of you have probably passed by these every single time you enter the building, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to hit those. So the first one is like we're going to go in, and you're going to see this blue fence right here. Well, this main bush right in front of it is another one. That's 15. This one is going to be a little bit more risky. We're going into the middle of the racetrack, which is seen by a lot of areas. Not a lot of cover. And we're going to go to the middle bush, which is kind of this one right here. This is where we're at in the track. Go slower for you guys. And then we're going to see another stash right here. This is 16. Now, we're going to leave the racetrack. And we're going to stay outside for the sake of the video, but you can actually go through the front of Idea to the back of Idea. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going all the way down this road to Power for the last 2 stashes. Let's go over there right now. Okay, so we've come all the way down the street. Now we are at Power. This is where you turn on power for the whole building. It's its whole thing. It's its own thing. It's its own thing outside. So we're going to be coming over here to the outside part. And we're going to be crossing over this little ladder. When you see this little red thing to the left, cars in front of us, you're going to go right here to the left, follow the yellow pipes, and boom, stash 17. Now we're going to go through the main area of Power and go to the very last stash. I'm really excited for you guys to run this. I want to see what loot you guys get. I love hearing about the different things that people find because even though some of the items say like super rare or rare, some of those I find kind of often. So maybe I just hit them often and so like it ups it a little, but I'm excited to see what you guys find. So when you come out this blue fence, coming all the way down, right? When you come out this blue fence, usually you would go this way. Well, nope, we're gonna go this way to the edge over here. And here is the final stash, number 18. You can easily hit all of these as a scav, and I'm gonna show you in a clip of doing a run that I just did. We're gonna talk about how much I made on it, and we're gonna talk about the time frame I did it in. And just think about it, if I could do successful scav runs on this stash route, if you're a PMC and you can actually bring a big bag, you can bring your own weapon that you want to bring. I have like a hair on my hat or something. I mean, you can literally customize the experience. It's going to be a lot better. And I can do it pretty successfully as a scav, so I have a lot of faith for you guys. Let's go inside and look at this run. Okay, so right after doing the stash run for the first time as a scav, directly after reposting this, I wanted to give you guys a run or two just to let you know around what I find, because the last stash run I did, people are like, well, what exactly do you find? Now stash loot is better than ever, but this is what I came across, and to be honest with you guys, I actually ended up killing somebody and taking their VPO and their press armor. So besides these two, all of this top and everything in here I got from stashes. Dude, we got a TC800, an ACHHC helmet, green gunpowder, 90 euros. We have a sugar, PSU motor, a bunch of circuit boards. There's just so much stuff. This alpha I got in the stashes. So the Glock. So just so you guys know, this is what it can look like. And even this one, it's found in raid, which means that the guy I killed and the armor, he actually found these somewhere. So he didn't even bring these in. So this is run number one. I haven't put the total price of everything that's here, but if you just look right now, you can see that there's a lot of nice items that I got as a scav just running this run. So if you guys are looking for ways to get extra money, this first run is definitely proof of it. Okay, so what I just showed you guys, I didn't want to waste your time by trying to vendor it and sell it all in front of you. If I would have sold it at flea market, I actually would have made a lot more, but I was kind of in a hurry, so I vendored the majority of it, and I kept some of it, like the TC 800, because I use those helmets a lot. And a couple other items, I saved the sugar for crafting, which is 75k. The TC 800, I believe, are 60k right now. So even with saving some stuff, guys, vendoring mostly, I made 453,000 rubles on that run. So there is some items that are a little bit higher priced right now because of the new items they barter for them and stuff like that. But it doesn't really matter because that was a single stash run, and I did that with 11 minutes in the raid. I covered 11. It was like a minute, I guess, a stash. I didn't even know that. I covered 11 out of the 18 with 11 minutes as a scav, and came up with saving stuff and vendoring at almost 500,000 rubles. So that is just to show you guys that you can definitely make money in this. Play carefully, remember where they're at. You could even use a guide online. I'm gonna have all the resources you guys need in the Discord. I want to talk about that. We have a ton of resources, including a bot in the Discord that you could ask any question, and it's gonna pull up a reliable source for you and give you the information. And then we also are constantly posting different types of maps that people are creating, ammo charts, what you need for the hideout, what you want to keep. All of those different things will be in the Discord. So make sure you guys join the Discord and become part of the family in there. Also, if you guys don't want to raid solo, there's a lot of people, both new players and veteran players, that would love to get in some raids with you guys. I hope you guys got some value out of today's video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. It goes a long way for the channel, and I truly, truly appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. The channel has just been blowing up, and I have you guys to thank for it. Also, I've been posting 3 to 5 videos a week on Tarkov content. So if you guys want to see more Tarkov content like this, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and you can always hit the little bell if you never want to miss an upload. I hope to catch you guys by the stream sometime soon at twitch.tv/xvlnghosts, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I won't mess it up this time at 6 p.m. PST. Whether you want to chill after work, get into some raids, or talk about this stuff live, either way, I'm sure we'll have an amazing time. And also, remember that custom stash guide that I was telling you guys about? I'll link it right here for you. That way, if you wanted to head out watching it, you can. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope that you find every single stash in this guide and you guys have the best loot experience. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Got him finally. Yeah, dude, I used all my ammo.